It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up Heat. Miami comes into this one following a loss to the 76ers. They suffered an upset loss, perhaps a loss of focus, but you can be certain that won't be the case tonight. And if you've been watching this team play lately, you know who they've been getting the big baskets from? Freak! He's been on a tear. How's he gotten so hot, Shaq?
Well, you know, he's letting the game come to him on the offensive end. He's not forcing a shot, but he's still being aggressive, and he always testing his defender. And he's, you know what, Ernie, he smells that barbecue chicken down there. You can't guard this man one-on-one.
Well,
lick your fingers. The barbecue chicken is hot and crispy.
You're making me hungry right now, but...
Crispy barbecue chicken?
Oof, I just can't believe you make me hungry. Is it lunchtime? We got...
Eastern Conference in this game as the New York Knicks play this one at home. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Heat will play just this one game on the road before returning back home to Miami. You know, it's getting pretty urgent for them, fellas, during this losing streak, going without a win in their last 6 games.
And Kevin, things really starting to get out of control for them. I mean, this losing streak is becoming an embarrassment, and it's only going to get worse if they don't figure out a way to stop it soon.
Yeah, sometimes, though, you just need to make changes, pure and simple. Maybe you look to shake up that starting lineup, possibly a trade. But right now, clearly this team has lost confidence, and something's got to give.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Taj Gibson is out there with Winslow. Then it's Jared Bayless. Then there's Ellis. And it's Powell in at the center. Pass to the Bulldozer. A 3-ball. And Winslow pulls it down. Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
Coach told me they're hoping to overcome the problems a player like Carmelo Anthony presents to defenses. He said Melo's combination of strength, size, and skill set make it very difficult to keep him from scoring each trip down the floor. What he is hoping for is to throw different looks at Melo to keep him out of his rhythm and to try to work from there.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And shot's good from the Bulldozer.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here is Bayless. 8 points his last outing. It's blocked, and they get it back. Knocked loose. Miami on defense, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about it. That game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
And I think that's exactly what they have to do, guys. Don't dwell on the final score. You know, think about the things you did well and move forward and take it from there.
Here's Gibson following the basket by Freak. Bayless's shot is off. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Knicks shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from the Bulldozer.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
The Heat have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Now Bayless. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
They get it back. A follow. Off target at the rim.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Gibson the screen. The drive by Ellis. The Knicks pull it in. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And Miami has possession following the three-pointer by Freak. Ellis against the Flalo. Clock at 6. Ellis dishes to Powell. Tries to snap the cold streak. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
No good from the Bulldozer.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Gibson the screen. And Bayless kicks to Powell. Excellent D there from the Bulldozer.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Outside Gibson. They set the pick. Here is Bayless. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. A nice shot by Winslow.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's the Bulldozer. They lead by 4. Anthony on the wing. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the threes, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words for his team over that last break. He was intent on running the offense through the Bulldozer. Coach clearly wants him to get going here early and ensure he gets on fire and makes the kind of offensive impact everyone knows he's capable of. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. Lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Cannon kicks to McRoberts. Here's Cannon. He's coming off a 13-point game against Philadelphia. Ring shot on the way. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Here's the Bulldozer. 54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. Ellis with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. Johnson outside. Back to Ellis. Lets it fly. And it's Miami with another. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's the Bulldozer. Coming off a stellar performance against Utah. That's good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here's Cannon. Ball's knocked loose and pushing it up. Here's New York.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far. Stretching the lead into double digits already.
Out to the right wing. For the 3. No good. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Knicks lead by 11. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we... And let's take a moment. Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA career.
coming in at 18, you know, really inexperienced, not knowing what this league was about. And I went through so many stages. I've grown tremendously over my career.
You kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? And it's interesting. Let's new group in for the Knicks. Spates checked in for Lopez. Anthony comes in for Porzingis. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Patty Mills. And it's the Bulldozer in for Langston Galloway. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Taj Gibson's checked in for Powell. Josh McRoberts comes in for Johnson. Monte Ellis, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Isaiah Cannon. The Bulldozer, he's in at the point. Smith out there with Anthony. Then there's Maurice Spates. And it's Aflalo in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground. That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And Bayless kicks to Gibson. Over to the left wing. Gibson the screen. The pass to McRoberts. Josh Smith pulls it in.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Ellis, the pass to McRoberts. Taken away by Anthony. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. That's good. Anthony's got his second bucket tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. 1:10 left in the first half. Here's the Bulldozer. 25 points in the game.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Back to Ellis to stop the run. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Here's the Bulldozer and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for the Bulldozer. 25 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Smith. Both free throws good from the Bulldozer.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Fires from deep. The second chance effort. Bayless's shot is off.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And it's Anthony at the elbow. Here's the Bulldozer. That one wide left. With 1 on the clock, and that's not going to go. And through 1 half, it hasn't even been close. New York ahead, opening up a huge gap. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, what has been the focus for this team during the first half of play?
Well, we're doing it on both ends of the court. We're bumping down on the defensive end. We're sharing the ball offensively, making good plays. You know, cherishing every possession counts, and we're doing that the first half.
Nice to see it come together on both sides of the ball, Melo. Thanks for the time. Gentlemen?
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the approach in that first half was an aggressive one. Take it to the teeth of the defense, put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line.
And mostly he's been getting to the line, guys. I mean, he has the free throw total to show for it, as well as the bumps and bruises.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Heat, they've got Jared Bayless. Taj Gibson is out there with Powell. Then it's Winslow, and it's Ellis, and at the two-guard spot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz got down to business. He ended up with 56 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Anthony, the pass to the bulldozer. For three, and again, New York with the triple.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He preached patient offense and encouraged his guys to use the shot clock. He wants his guys to be deliberate. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Again, the miss by the Heat. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special talent.
Sure is. Hey, guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Out to Anthony. Pass to the bulldozer. Lets the three fly. The shot is off. Excellent D there by Johnson. Middleton on the wing. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Ellis can't get that one to fall either. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's the bulldozer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. The Bulldozers got 10 points now just in this quarter.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Poke loose. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Up and in on the layup. The Bulldozers got 39.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
Pass to Powell. There's the dish to Cannon. And it goes as the official calls the foul. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. And Bayless kicks to Winslow. The feed to Middleton. The Knicks pull it in. The Bulldozers got 5 rebounds tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Shot from the top of the key, and again it's New York.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
41. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Knicks as they end the third quarter on a 12-4 run. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Heat shooting 40% from the field. The Bulldozer, he's in at point guard. McDaniels is out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Smith, and it's Kelly in at the power forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Bellinelli dishes to Ellis. There's a screen. 4 on the shot clock. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Kelly passes to the Bulldozer. This one for 3. Can't hit. Good defensive work there by Young.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Here's the screen. It's Ellis on the wing. Again, the miss by Ellis.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Pass to Fox. It's rebounded by New York.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down. Too much casual effort here. Lackadaisical getting back on defense here, fellas.
And it's costed them. Fast break baskets accounting for 7 of the last 10 points they've allowed.
Screen by Young. Bellinelli with the 3. Rebound by the Bulldozer. The Bulldozer's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And the Knicks good for 2.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
The guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
There's the screen, and it's Ellis penetrating. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
The Bulldozer passes to McDaniels. From past the arc. No luck. He'd have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. To the wing right side, Bellinelli. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. The Bulldozers got 8 rebounds in this game. He kicks it to Smith. Baines dishes to McDaniels. Unloads from 13. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Ellis, the pass to Fox. Screen by Ellis. Here's Young. Takes it off the glass.
Boy, Montel is showing you he can body up the defender there.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's the Bulldozer, defended by Young. No good from the Bulldozer. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Feeds it to Bellinelli. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
McDaniels passes to the Bulldozer. Trains the three-pointer. The Bulldozers got 49 points in the game.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And there's There's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was... the same exact story last time out.
And Young kicks to Wilcox. Screen by Young. Now Bellinelli. Young outside from past the arc. Can't get it to go. The Knicks go the other way with it.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Knicks.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for the Bulldozer. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
He took good advantage of that screen.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Out to the right wing. And again, it's New York.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Josh, congratulations on the win. What elements of how the team played will you take into your next game?
Just the way we was able to help each other out on the defensive end. How we was able to get out in the transition and then get some easy buckets. And we just got to keep playing unselfish. We got to keep sharing the basketball and limit our turnovers, and I think we'll be okay.
Josh, your team always dangerous out in transition. Thank you. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points. Shaq, what'd you think?
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports Group, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night. And we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
got to be better at containing the basketball. Let's set up in some one-on-one full court. You know the drill. Intensity. Intensity! Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. work, nice work. Let's get some more shots up before we get out of here.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Knicks in New York. For the Knicks, it's been a very successful first half of the season for them. When the opportunity to win a ball game has been there for them, they have grabbed it over and over. It's rare to see a point guard lead the NBA in scoring, but that's exactly what Freak is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still making sure to get everybody involved. How great has this been for this kid?
I mean, only MVP candidates can lead the league in scoring at the point guard position. I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys would say, well, he's shooting too much, but no, his teammates say he's not shooting enough. The only time he's not supposed to shoot the basketball, Ernie, is when he doesn't have it.
If he holds...
We're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court and get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And, of course, Valanciunas. Even with him gone, they've shaken it off quickly and have really come together as a team.
Well, Kevin, no question it's a risky deal to make because you can sometimes sour your fans when you do that. I mean, trading one of the most popular players on the team is always high risk, no matter what you get in return.
Yeah, but it's a trade that I'm sure a lot of fans will second guess. Clearly a bold move, but as a GM, these are the things that are supposed to happen. You're going to bring scrutiny, and you just have to wait and see how this plays out. You have to focus on the big picture and what's going to be best for your organization moving forward.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. DeRozan at the 2 with Ross playing the 3. Drew is out there with Howard. And it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. Here's Howard, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Here's the bulldozer. There's the pass to Anthony. Here's the bulldozer. Lowry covering, and there's the feed to Carmelo. No coverage that time.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside Lowry. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. And now just over a minute played here in the first. The drive by Lowry. That one off the back iron and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Knicks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from the bulldozer.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Howard kicks to Lowry. Ball's knocked loose, and a fast break now for New York.
Quick hands on the steal and then just bad hops.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here's Drew. He's coming off a 19-point game against Atlanta. Here's the bulldozer. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Freak.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
There's a good screen. Screen by Howard. 3-pointer, Lowry. Here's Drew. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Ross with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Ross has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Knicks with the lead. The bulldozer passes to Anthony. Here's the bulldozer. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. The bulldozer's got 9.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Now, here's Lowry. 23 points for him the last game against Atlanta.
And boy, did he have it going defensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
And again, it's New York.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Lowry. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Dishes to Ross. There's the triple. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's the Bulldozer. Lowry covering. Sinks it. And the shot from the Bulldozer.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game. Ross on the wing. No one near him. It's rebounded by New York. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
And it wasn't just in the half court. I mean, I thought they were excellent in transition defense as well. They didn't give up any easy baskets because they always had good floor balance and got back after the miss.
Let's run down for you the top 3-point shooting point guards in the league this season. Freak number 1, Tyus Jones, 4th.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
No doubt about it. And being as accurate from three-point land as these guys are makes them that much more valuable as point guards. Opposing defenses have to worry about their passing and their shooting.
And a fast break now for New York. Here's the Bulldozer, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
A moment here to see the numbers for Olynyk. He's averaging 10 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue. Been a stellar outing in this one for the Bulldozer. He's already up to 12 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Both free throws good from the Bulldozer. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Outside Bosch. He kicks it to DeRozan. Now here's Jones. He's covered closely. 6 on the shot clock. Dish now to Begovic. And the rejection by Smith. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's the Bulldozer. And the lead now. Double digits on that bucket. The Bulldozers got 16.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Begovic with a screen. Shot to stop the run. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's the Bulldozer. They get the rebound. Feeds to Smith. Here's the Bulldozer. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 18 points for Freak.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Here's Bosch. And the rejection by Smith. Pulls up. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves. It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion. The Knicks leading by 18. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat got the job done. He had 55 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Spates sets a screen. Pass to Baines. Aflalo left side. Clock at 6. For 3. No good from the Bulldozer. Last outing for Toronto unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. And they never figured out how to attack the defense in that one.
The shot, no good. And Toronto will come the other way. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Follow against Lowry. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Lowry's got his first points of the game. To the left side wing. Here's the Bulldozer. Lowry covering. Shots good by Baines.
Really good awareness right there on the extension.
Raptors trail by 19. Now Lowry. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Howard kicks to Lowry. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here and finished off by DeRozan.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
Anthony, the pass to the Bulldozer, cannot hit. Great D that time from Howard.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Kicks to Ross. 23 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's DeRozan. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's the Bulldozer, defended by Jones. Outside Anthony. Lets the 3 fly. And good, the 3-point shot good from the Bulldozer. The Bulldozer's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for New York. 5 seconds left here in the second. They swipe it. Oh, monumental buzzer beater!
What a thrilling shot for one team and a heartbreaker for the other.
Simply fantastic. Cool as they come. Even kill and flatline that one.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. New York ahead, delivering the blowout. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I'm trying to force it on offense, good things happen. That's why I've had success here early.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started. way back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Knicks, the Bulldozer in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Spates in at the center position. Pass to Lowry from deep, and he gets it to go. Lowry's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Raptors.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
The Bulldozer passes to Aflalo. Here's the Bulldozer. New York moving the ball around, and he gets it to go.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
DeRozan against Aflalo. It's DeRozan with the drive. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Ross kicks to Howard.
That's the wall.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Here's the Bulldozer. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 6 assists here tonight.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. This last month, he's been positive. He's getting around 16 points a game, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, you know, we've seen drivers think they see a crease in the defense and then go for it, and then he shuts the door on them right away.
That is good. And that's now 33 points for Freak.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Out to Anthony. Passes it to Baines. Here's the Bulldozer. He's guarded by Howard. Doubled by Bosch. And stolen by Howard. It's Bosch with the drive. Knocked away. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Move the ball. Stick it to Buck.
Here's the Bulldozer. He's covered by Bosch. And there it is again. Nice make there from the Bulldozer.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Ross on the wing. Fires from deep. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. And that's now 10 points now for Terrence Ross.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Dancers. Come on and give it up.
While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. Number 1, the Knicks.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast breaking style. and they are all in.
Lopez, he's checked in for New York. Mills comes in for Langston Galloway. Raptors also changing it up. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Howard. Olynyk comes in for Drew. And Jones subbed in for Ross. Outside, Jones fires the three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Mills with the steal. Here's the bulldozer. He's covered by Bosch.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
1:33 left here in the third quarter. The shot's good from Smith. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Knicks?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's the bulldozer, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Right side, Bosch. And he banks in the layup.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
The Knicks hip shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. Porzingis, he's checked in for New York. Flalo comes in for Anthony. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from the bulldozer. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Now here's Jones. T right on him. He feeds it to Olynyk. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. And it's Lowry penetrating. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both. New York's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here to the right side. Aflalo outside. There's the pass to the bulldozer. Beyond the arc. That drops. The bulldozer's got 46 points.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Knicks out front, running away with this one. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. So for the Knicks, Smith comes in for Robin Lopez, and it's the bulldozer in for McDaniels. So for Toronto right now, Lowry out there with Jones. Then there's Howard. Then it's Drew, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. Screen by Howard. Jones drives in. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his second personal foul. Tyus Jones, taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. Mills, who's checked in for New York. And Toronto making a change here. And so Jones nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
The bulldozer passes to Smith. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Raptors. Drew's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Now here's Jones. Guarded closely. There's the pick. Layup off the pick. And again, no good by Toronto.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Here's the bulldozer, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Jones, guarded closely. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Drew. And the shot falls short this time.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
From 15 feet away, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Jones, the pass to Drew. Shot is no good. Great D that time from the bulldozer.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And just bulldozing their way through this season series. The victory here tonight makes it 3-0 for the year, with 1 game left to play against the Raptors.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for the bulldozer. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down, as he was converting every good chance he got.
For the 3, some solid defense from Bosch.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Howard with the screen on Smith. It's Bosch with the drive. Off the mark, and the drop continues. Here's the bulldozer. Oh! And that one is hammered home.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the New York Knicks in New York. Last outing for New York, they ended up with a win against the Raptors in Toronto. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. And a chance in this one to get a look at the NBA's leading scorer. Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding onto the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, a big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that a lot of former players tried to do. Just getting his points. Now, if he just comes in and
we're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. Well, it was the Chicago Bulls in their last game, a loss to Utah in Salt Lake City.
And it's a tough game to lose. I mean, they actually put up a pretty solid effort, I thought. But when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Well, Greg, I think you've got to try to convert the positives. Take them into the momentum of your next game and use them for momentum, and then take what you did well and double down the efforts here tonight.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So the Bulls 5 right now. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. Rudy Gobert is out there at Mirotic, and it's Dang in at the 3. And Butler sends it back. Knicks on defense. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Good way to start the game there. I mean, that's a nice inside bucket.
You're right, Clark. That's exactly what you would want, to establish that presence down low early in the game.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Rose goes in. Feeds to Mirotic. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Bulldozer. Bulls on D. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Baseline jumper. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Rose. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Got a piece of it. And there's the pass to Mirotic. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Mirotic has got his first 3 points of the game.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's the Bulldozer. Can't get it to go. And the Bulls going the other way now.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Rose wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Pass to Carmelo. Here's the Bulldozer. He's covered by Rose. Gobert with the block.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Kicks it to Dang. Fires for 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's Rose. 26 points for him last game against the Utah Jazz.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What did you find out, DB?
Kevin, he's adamant that they'll need a huge effort from their big men to avoid losing all 4 games in this season series. He said our bigs can make an impact in the paint and provide that deterrent with their shot blocking. But it's also incumbent on all our players to dig in defensively and show what we're all about. Kevin, we'll see if they can gut this one out.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
You know, sounds like they'd like to keep this a low-scoring affair. This could be one of those grind-it-out kind of games.
And I'm sure that would suit them just fine. It may not be what the fans want to see or hear, but a win is a win. Come on.
Here's Chicago. They've got a 10-0 run going. The Bulldozer in at point guard. Anthony out there with Porzingis. And it's Mills. And it's Spates in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Knicks trail by 9. Here's the Bulldozer. And Mirotic sends it back. Outside Butler. On the wing, Dang. Lets it go from 11. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Mirotic has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Chicago. Anthony against Butler. Here's the Bulldozer. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Takes a 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. The Bulls leading by 11. Elbow shot is on the way. And Noah with the slam.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they, Mike?
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Knicks. Swallow comes in for Patty Mills. Shots good by Baines.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Outside Rose. He feeds it to Butler, 11 feet away, and he overshot that one, missing.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Fires the 3, and it will go, and the Bulls lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from the Bulldozer.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Rose attacking. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. He's got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 16-7 run. Rose passes to Noah. On the wing, Dang. Drains the three-pointer. Tang's got 9.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Passes to Porzingis. Here's the Bulldozer. He's covered by Rose. The pass to the Bulldozer from outside the arc, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, he's really starting to get in the flow now. A nice groove. That's his second here in the quarter, after none in the first.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words for his team over that last break. He was intent on running the offense through the Bulldozer. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. 6 to shoot. Outside Rose. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. The bulldozer passes to Anthony. His three-pointers off the mark. The Bulls leading by 8. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Aflalo. Mirotic's shot is off. New York's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
Move the ball.
Here's the bulldozer. He's covered by Rose. Here's the bulldozer. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 10 points for Freak.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Rose with the ball. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Outside Butler. And again, no good by Chicago.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Mirotic's shot is off.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Here's the bulldozer, and the Knicks good for 2.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Outside Rose. Noah with a screen for Rose. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Rose has got his second bucket of the night.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
He dishes it to Butler. They set the pick, and there's the feed to Mirotic. Offensive rebound. Here's Noah. That's good. And the Bulls lead by 6. And so here is New York. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 5 assists tonight. The bulldozer. Shot is no good. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Bulls out front. They lead by 6. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Some ground for you to make up, no doubt, here in the first half. What are the areas you need to improve on to get back even with them?
I think we just need to step our energy level up a little bit. We seem to be moving around like we were playing underwater in that first half. Second half, we need to come out with more urgency.
Good luck in the second half. Kevin, a visibly frustrated young man.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
A good quarter for the bulldozer. He has 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
So for Chicago right now, Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Mirotic is out there with Gobert, and it's Dang in at the small forward. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He had 52 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Connects from three-point range. The Bulldozers got 19 points.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And Gobert kicks to Rose. Pass to Mirotic. Gobert the screen. And there's Rose on the assist from Mirotic. 9 points for Rose.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now some of the numbers NBA wingmen have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. Number 1, Carmelo Anthony.
Obviously, looking at those numbers, he hasn't just been settling for outside shots. He works very hard to get a lot of high-quality looks in close.
And that inside-outside game, I like to call it reversible clothing. It makes him the most accurate shooter among NBA small forwards.
Gobert dishes to Dang. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Carter Williams. The Knicks pull it in.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. Oh, wow. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Here's Mirotic. Misses off the right eye.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
McDaniels, he's checked in for New York. Here's the Bulldozer. Hits the three-point bomb. The Bulldozers got 10 points in the quarter.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Now here's Carter Williams. Tight defense on him. They set the pick. That doesn't go either for Carter Williams.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
No good from the Bulldozer.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Right side Hardaway. Gobert with it. Now guarded by the Bulldozer. Anthony against Butler. Rebound by Anthony. Anthony's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Chicago grabs the miss. Gobert's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Carter Williams kicks to Butler. There's the dish to Hardaway. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass.
The Bulls leading by 3. The Bulldozer, he's in at point guard. Robin Lopez out there with Anthony. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's Mills in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Outside Rose. To the inside, Mirotic. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got assist number 8 here in this one already. The Bulldozer passes to Lopez. Here's the Bulldozer, defended by Butler. Pass to the Bulldozer. Takes a three. Good on the shot. The Bulldozers got 27.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
The Bulls shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Rose goes in. It's rebounded by New York. Anthony's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's the Bulldozer. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Rose. Rose with another miss. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. That's good. Now it's a 3-point New York lead.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at them.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Here's the Bulldozer. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Rose dishes to Mirotic. He kicks it to Dang. That's a 2 from Butler. And good, he nails it. The Knicks leading by 4. The Bulldozer passes to Anthony. Here's the Bulldozer. He's covered by Rose. Out to the right wing. Passes it to the Bulldozer. From deep 3-point range. Mirotic grabs the miss. Outside Butler. 14 feet away. Back to Rose. From 17 feet out. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
The first free throw is good for the Knicks. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Spates. Porzingis comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's a follow in for Patty Mills. Both free throws good from the Bulldozer.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And it's Rose penetrating. Here's Gobert. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Bulls making a switch here. Noah's checked in. Over to the left wing. Here's the Bulldozer. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. The Bulldozers got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks.
There's been some slippage defensively here in the second half, Kevin. I mean, I'm not sure if their legs are going or what, but they've given up some easy baskets here.
Rose kicks to Butler. Noah the screen. And Butler, here we go. And against the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
The Bulldozer passes to Porzingis. Goes up off the pick. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. With a deficit as we approach the final buzzer, he stayed upbeat, saying, listen, we can battle back, fellas. Just stay with me. I need all-out effort here, and we can bring it home. Fellas?
All right, Doris, thanks.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Unloads, and it goes through once again. Nice hit there from the Bulldozer.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
.131 left in the fourth quarter. Rose kicks to Butler. Outside Rose. Outside Butler. Fires the three. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 9 assists now tonight. .112 left in the fourth. New York moving it around. It's stolen by Rose. A pull-up. Rebounded by Anthony.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
High-quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing. Shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Rose goes in. Noah. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mirotic, the screen. That's a 2 from Butler. Misses off the left eye. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Shooting from New York. 3 at the line of the 2.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
And it's Rose penetrating 13 feet away. No foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
At the line number 2.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Dang for 3. Knicks with the rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. So it's New York picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd is not going to let this one slip away.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, gentlemen, I'm here with Carmelo Anthony. And Melo, first off, congratulations on this win. How would you describe the team's effort here tonight?
We willed our way to this one. We took our time, executed, we stayed composed, and that's something we've been doing, the past 2 games, just keeping our composure and just finishing games. We've been doing that.
This team is playing great, Melo. Thanks for your time. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
He was dazzling tonight, guys. Even his opponents were looking at him going, wow, you're tearing us up tonight.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. All right, guys, bring it in. We're gonna shift to some late game situational drills now. We need to do a better job of closing teams out late. Coaches, set it up.
Come on, let's bring it.
Nice work, nice work. Let's get some more shots up before we get out of here. Guys, huddle up. We're gonna run 35 for a while. Let's go. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Nice work, nice work. Let's get some more shots up before we get out of here. Okay, we're gonna get up and down now. I need you all to compete at a high level. Coaches.
He's yours. He's yours.
Champ is here. Come on now, let's go.
fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. All right, fellas, good practice. I need that same intensity out here consistently. The coaching staff will be around to say anything.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the New York Knicks. A good roll continuing right now for the Knicks. In case you've been under a rock, they've continued their double-digit winning streak with no signs of slowing. A scary, tough team, and they're in full swing. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people. The barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way, I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up, Ernie. I mean, his teammates are trusting him more, giving him opportunities, trusting that the fact that he can score, and their success as a unit is also increased because of their trust in him.
You know who Freak reminds me of?
Who's that?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
And that wraps it up here.
From New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. The Bucks will end the road trip here before heading back to Milwaukee. And, of course, Devin Harris. His first game as a New York Knick.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing how this team is going to evolve since the trade. I mean, he's a guy that can end up being a key player for him down the stretch.
No doubt about it. I mean, there are some guys you win with and some guys you win because of it. And when you look at him, though not a superstar, he's the type of player that and guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line. He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Anthony on the wing. Here's the bulldozer. From 13, score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kevin. I caught up with the Bucks head coach. They're facing a team that they've yet to beat this season. 2 losses. And I asked him what they needed to do to turn it around. He said, quote, at the end of the day, it comes down to putting points on the board. And we've got to find a way to be effective despite their shot blocking. Even if we shoot a few more jumpers, if we can crash the boards, we'll create some good opportunities. Guys, they need to break through and grab a win here today.
Thank you, Doris, and quite a focus for the game here early on, and an important one too, guys.
Yeah, I mean, up against this team, finding ways to crack their defensive shell is always going to be the #1 challenge.
And I would say it would be the #2 and #3 challenges as well, guys.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from the bulldozer.
Some good play tonight for the bulldozer. He already has 9 points and the 1 steal, imposing his will right from the word go.
You know, everybody wants to get off to a great start, and that's exactly what he's done.
Now Jang, his last outing, he had 8 points. Monroe, no good. The 3, and he gets it to go. No problem on the 3 from the bulldozer. The bulldozer's got 12 points in the game. Parker outside. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. On the money from 12 feet away. Parker's got his first bucket in this one.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
Passes it to the bulldozer. From deep. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 15 points for Freak.
Seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Fires it up. And again, it's New York.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Free with the deuce. Knicks lead, 17-6. Bucks call timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
Here's the break in the action. Time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters At small forward, last 10 games. The 4th spot held down by Jabari Parker.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And Greg, you can't post the kinds of percentages they do unless you operate that way. I mean, you can't be undisciplined at the small forward spot if you hope to be an efficient shooter.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Lopez comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Mills in for Aaron Aflalo. Stokes is checked in for Milwaukee. Clarkson with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Parker's shot is off.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Anthony, no one around. And again, it's New York.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And that one good from Clarkson.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Knocked loose. And a fast break now for New York. And he dunks it down.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Antetokounmpo against Anthony. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's the bulldozer. Offline with his 3. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Bulls.
Deadly from behind the 3-point line in that game, and it really gave them the ability, I felt, to stretch that defense out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it opened things up for them in a big way. The defense was never able to string together any stops or get comfortable.
Drills the 3-pointer. The Bulldozers got 24 points.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
There's the killer 2-handed slam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Rebound, Milwaukee.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly, that's the right look. The decision was good, he just didn't execute.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Stokes can't get it to go. Here's the bulldozer. 43 points out last game. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. It's the Knicks opening up a huge gap, and the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And some tough time for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise. Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again. And for the Knicks, Robin Lopez is checked in for Spates. Anthony comes in for Aaron Aflalo. Mills, he's checked in for Harris. And it's the Bulldozer in for Langston Galloway. Setting the floor for the Bucks, Jabari Parker is out there with Robinson. Then there's Dragic, and it's Stokes in at the 5 down low. And good, got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls was simply terrific. He had 43 points, and he tallied those points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance. For him and for us, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control. In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Here's Robinson, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Robinson's got his second bucket tonight. Here's the bulldozer. He's guarded by Dragic. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Zinkas, he's checked in for Josh Smith. The Knicks shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Dragic left side. Here's Robinson. It's rebounded by New York. Lopez has got his 3rd rebound on the night. 1:06 left now here in the second. Anthony left side. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
There's a screen by Robinson. Dragic the pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Parker. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's the bulldozer. Sinks the triple. The bulldozer's got 29 in the game.
Now he's starting to pick up from what he accomplished in the first quarter, where he made 3 of his 3-point attempts.
Stolen. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And they've done a great job of just keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
And that's why they're starting to pull away. I mean, not becoming conservative at all. Just adding to the lead. I love seeing a team do that.
It's blocked. Mills passes to the bulldozer. And yes, sir, that one drops. The bulldozer's got 33.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
That's a 2 from Parker. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Knicks as they end the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, some great help off the bench during this first half. What does their contribution mean to this team?
Well, I mean, we always believe that we have one of the better benches in the NBA. And when they come to play like we're playing so far, you know, it makes it a tough game, makes it a tough team to beat. And, you know, just hoping we can keep that up.
It certainly takes some pressures off the starters. Melo, thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. As we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
York's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. The Bulldozer is in at the point. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's a Flalo in at the 2. That's Derek Fisher's 5 as we get going into the second half. It's Parker with the drive, and he banks in the layup. Parker's got the first basket of the second half here for the Bucks.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
Here's the Bulldozer. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And Monroe with the basket on the assist by Dragic.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's the Bulldozer. He's guarded by Dragic. The pass to the Bulldozer. Launches it. That one goes. Count it. The Bulldozer's got 38 points.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Madison the pass to Parker. Dragic left side. Shoots it up. No good. So New York will take it the other way. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
That's the wall.
And Craig Monroe again. Monroe's got 4 points this quarter.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
The shot's good from the Bulldozer.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
That's tipped. And a fast break now for New York. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Will not go. This is off the front iron.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
Madison the pass to Dragic. And it's blocked. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And it tracks once again. The bucket from the Bulldozer. The Bulldozers got 14 points now in the second half. The Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Outside Dragic. Shoots from the line, and the Bucks miss again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The Bulldozer. Milwaukee with the rebound. Monroe's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
To the wing right side. Here's Porzingis. And there's another one for the Knicks.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Screen by Monroe. Dragic kicks to Zhang. Now the feed to Monroe.
That's the wall.
Banked in off the glass. Monroe's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. New York with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Fires the 3. No good from the Bulldozer.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Another shot, and it's laid in by Zhang. Zhang's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
more active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
The shot's good from the Bulldozer.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And a fast break now for New York.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. And he gets it to go. The Bulldozers got 54 points.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Dragic kicks to Monroe. Pass to Madison. Shot clock at 5. Parker outside. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Good if it goes. And he drains the three, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center in Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change it. The Bulldozer checked in for the Knicks. Parker's checked in for Milwaukee. On the court for the Bucks, Antetokounmpo and Parker are the wings. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Stokes in at the 5 spot. Robinson a screen on Smith. Here's Clarkson. There's the 3. Out to Parker. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And the foul called on 3. That'll be his second foul of the game. Milwaukee making a switch. Crawford's checked in.
Kelvin Crawford.
He dishes it to Stokes. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Stokes has got 6 points in the quarter.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
Here's the Bulldozer. Nice shot from the wing.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. 6 on the shot clock. Poked away. 11 feet away. Josh Smith pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Shoots the 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's had.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Parker inside. Kelly's there. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
In the second half, they've made more of an effort to get it inside, and I like that. Be intentional. Be direct. Be aggressive. Force that ball in the paint.
Coleman's checked in for the Knicks. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Watson, he's checked in for Jarnell Stokes. Rob. Here's the bulldozer. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's the bulldozer. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. 65 points for Freak. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for New York.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for the bulldozer. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Out to the wing, Crawford with the steal. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Kept alive, Watson. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And the second free throw, good. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. .20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The tray, and he drills it. Beautiful release there from the bulldozer.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
And here's Watson. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. No good. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
Defensively, he was a man on a mission tonight. He almost hit the double-digit mark in steals. Can you believe that? His sense of anticipation, his ability to read the play as it developed was amazing. With him playing that brand of all-world defense, it made things a whole lot easier for them on the other end.
One thing that stood out to me was his contribution from deep. We know he can hit the 3 ball, but we saw him do a lot more damage than normal. And that really opened up the game.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.